This minute I'm angry. Next minute I'm crying. See, I got this, but I got nothing. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chisom Emanuela. As you can tell from the topic we're discussing today, things I wish I knew before getting pregnant. So let's begin, guys. Number one on my list is postpartum preparation. It's very important. Like I wish I knew postpartum preparation is important. I was so focused. I was so focused in my pregnancy journey that I forgot to prepare for postpartum. And let me be frank with you guys, postpartum dealt with me in many ways I didn't imagine. Yeah, if you are trying to get pregnant or things you need to know before you get pregnant, please, postpartum preparation should be your like your top most priority before you even thinking of getting pregnant. Number two on my list is morning sickness. You see that word morning sickness in quote. Morning sickness is not always in the morning. Before I got pregnant, I always thought that morning sickness will always be in the morning. So guess what, guys? It is not always in the morning. It can be any time of the day. It can be in the morning. It can be in the afternoon. It can be in the evening. It can even be in the midnight. Although when I got pregnant, my morning sickness happened only in my first trimester. Um, I didn't want to eat. Most times, if I perceive anything, I want to throw up. But fun fact, I didn't even throw up. I didn't throw up, but I just don't like staying around when they are cooking or when they're serving food. I didn't even eat much in my first trimester. I was just avoiding anything. I see. I always go out. My own is that I will go out of the house once they are done cooking, and when everywhere is well ventilated, I'll come back. That's how bad my own was. I wish I knew. So I was thinking in my head that morning sickness, after all, it's only in the morning. In the afternoon, night, I'm fine. I can take care of myself. I see mine was just happening different times of the day, but I just thank God that it was just only in my first trimester. Number three on my list is pregnancy doesn't always follow a timeline. I wish I knew. I didn't know. You know, when I got married in 2022, my white wedding was supposed to be in 2023, and I already planned in my head how I was going to get snatched, like look good, finish. Like I'm a fashion designer by the way, so in my head I already know. I already envisioned how I was going to look for my wedding day. But like I shock you, I got pregnant. In short, I was 4 months pregnant on my wedding day. Like I was. So the clothes I already planned to wear on my wedding day was not what I wore. I wore something else. Like I bought it a day before my wedding. That's how bad it was. I bought gown a day. I went to Balogun Market a day before my wedding just to get that gown. So in my head, I was thinking that okay, after the wedding, I can now start planning to for pregnancy. But I got pregnant before that time. The fourth thing on my list is the emotional roller coaster. See, nobody prepared me for the shift I will have in my hormone. Like my hormone just shifted. Like the switch I had. This minute I'm happy. This minute I'm angry. Next minute I'm crying. See, me naturally, I hardly cry. Before I share a tear, like before I cry, it's hard. Only for me, just small. I don't know what happened. I just watched the video on my phone. I started crying. I'm like, wait, it just dawned on me that I was crying. I'm like, how did I start crying for no reason? Like just one emotional thing I just touched on my phone, I started crying. This is unlike me. I had no idea. I wish I knew that my hormone was gonna my hormone was gonna show me shaggy. My hormone was showing me shaggy. Like for you guys, I wish I knew. I had no idea. Number five on my list. Let me be the one to break it to you guys. Not everyone glows when they are pregnant. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Although I've been seeing videos online when I see some pregnant women, but in my head I had faith that I wasn't going to look like that. And see, yeah, to be factual with you guys, in my first trimester I was glowing. My auntie friend saw me. I was like, "So we are really glowing. Are you pregnant?" I'm like, how did you know I'm pregnant? She's like, are you not seeing the way you're glowing? But I was feeling, as in, I was feeling myself. I'm like, this is how pregnancy is going to be. I think I'm going to get pregnant next year. See me now, just a young wife. I just got married. I had no idea. Second trimester, I went for my honeymoon vacation. I was looking good. I was playing. I was giving them back to back online. But when I entered my third trimester, guys, nobody prepared me for what I saw. All of a sudden, me that was glowing. My neck just, I don't know what they call it, but my neck was very black. I was having serious acne. Oh my God. You know, coming from somebody that takes skincare seriously, beauty, I was just, I was taking my supplement, looking. So this one, it shocked me. Like I did not expect it. I did not expect it, guys. But I wish I knew, but I didn't. The next on my list is the body changes. Before I got pregnant, I wish I knew that my body was going to change. Although I already made plans that when I got pregnant, when I get like eventually get pregnant, I'm going to take my health very seriously. I'll go to the gym, which I did. I took my health serious. I was fit. In short, the week I was going to give birth, I was weighing 85 kg. So after I gave birth, I went to 75 kg, and I was like, Chi, you're doing good. Although I'm doing exclusive breastfeeding. So 3 months after I gave birth, I found out I was adding weight. I was trying my best, like my baby. My baby is a eater. This baby would, at a point, I breastfed her one time. I almost collapsed, like I almost fainted. That's how, that's how my baby eats. So I started adding weight because I was eating. I was eating a lot because I was breastfeeding her. Before you know it, I got to 95 kg. I'm like, from 75 to like, see, in 3 months. So you can imagine the shift. I tried my best to try to do fit farm. My sister and my brother, I could not keep up. I almost wanted to faint. I could not keep up. Although I tried, I don't like to eat too much anymore. Because I'm still breastfeeding, but my parents always advise me to eat well, so my baby can eat well. But I also heard that when you eat too much, most people use it as an excuse to overeat. So I try my best not to eat too much, just eat according to what I can. So now I think later on, 2 months after, I started weighing 92 kg from 94. So at least I lost 2 kg. But at the point, I just told myself just to be kind to myself and love myself. Maybe after breastfeeding, I can now face the weight loss, like I know I will lose weight. I just face it squarely and try to lose weight. But for now, I just told myself to relax, enjoy the process, and love myself the way I am now. So after breastfeeding, I can now focus on losing weight. The next one on my list is making me emotional, but I'm gonna say it. Um, I wish I knew that I would not love every moment. I don't know if you get what I mean. The way society try to romanticize pregnancy and childbirth, that's not actually what it is in reality. Sometimes you get frustrated. It is fine. Sometimes I get frustrated. It is fine. I'm meant to tell you that it is fine actually. Sometimes you might not feel that emotional connection with your baby instantly. Don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself. It is fine. It is fine. See, when I gave birth at the hospital, my baby pooped and people expected me to be the one to clean her poop. But I couldn't. I was like, who is this stranger? That's how I felt. I was like, who is this stranger? Like, who are you? I was the one that gave birth to, but I didn't feel that emotional connection at first. I didn't clean her poop. It was my husband that did. Like, I always look for something to avoid going close to her. My husband was like throughout my stay in the hospital, my husband would be the one to feed my baby. My husband would be the one to clean her poop. I would just be there looking. Like I was just sometimes I'll just stay and be staring at her like I'll just staring at her. I will stay at her for a very long time. Then I'll just move my face. I didn't feel that connection, but immediately she latched on me. Like when I started breastfeeding her, like immediately she latched on me. I started feeling the connection. I don't know how it is for other people, but this is my own experience. But I don't know if there's somebody out there experiencing the same, like who experienced the same thing I did. I meant to tell you that it is normal and don't beat yourself up about it. You're going to get better. You're going to get fine. It doesn't even mean that because you're like that, other people love your child more than you do. You love your child. You love your child. People think when you feel like that, that means you don't love your child. You love your child. It's just that at that moment, you're not feeling that emotional connection, which is fine. That's what I'm here to tell you. I wish I knew. But at the same time, I'm here to tell you that it is also fine. You get what I mean? So, guys, the next one on my list is I wish I knew. So many people want to advise me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying um, advice is a bad thing. No. But you do that thing, I don't know. Once somebody, when, in short, even people you don't know, once they see a pregnant woman on the road, and maybe you are in a gathering whereby there are elderly women or mothers that have given birth before, they tend to want to advise you. I'm not saying I know everything, but sometimes too many advice is overwhelming. Everybody want to throw one or two advice. I'm not saying that, like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying advice is a bad thing. But when you have so many advice from different kind of people, it tends to be overwhelming. I wish I knew. At a point, I got tired because if I'm working and somebody sees me pregnant, mama ibeji, baby now, oh baby they kick now, oh say they drink this. Like you don't know me, I don't know you, just like that advice will just enter just like that. So I wish I knew. When I'm talking about advice from maybe parents, friends, and like my close circle, when I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about my close circle. That I appreciate because I know it's coming from a place of care. Sure, you get what I mean? But if it's coming from random people, I know they care, but they don't know me, I don't know them. They don't even know what I'm even going through, nothing. They just want to show that, okay, me too, I'm giving birth. Let me advise. So that kind of advice is too much. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. The next one on my list is I wish I knew that your delivery plan does not always go according to how you plan it. Some people will want to give birth normally and end up giving birth through the cesarean section, which is not a bad thing, provided a baby is healthy and fine and the mom is healthy and fine. It's not actually a biggie. So sometimes you just have to. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. You just have to reduce your expectation and encourage yourself when you enter that place because giving birth is a miracle. To me, it's a miracle. So you tend to go there with if you tend to go there with high expectation and it doesn't go according to how you expected, it tends to make some women get depressed. But I wish I knew. I didn't have any expectation. Mine was just to me, I just my own is just that I just wanted to just give birth and be held and be alive and be healthy and my baby alive and healthy. You get what I mean? So I didn't have any expectation, but from the beginning, like from the first trimester, I think I had some sort of expectation. I wish I knew about it. I wouldn't have had an expectation. Next on my list is I wish I knew that pregnancy affects relationship. When I say affect relationship, it can be in the negative part and it can be in the positive part. So in the positive part, let me start with the positive part. Because you and your partner is having a baby, it tends to grow like you guys tend to have a connection, like it tends to bring you guys closer because you are having a baby. The baby tends to connect you both. You both tend to love on each other more. So because you are both bringing a baby, bringing a life into this world, you get what I mean. But the negative part is sometimes it tends to be overbearing, especially for the woman, because your body is experiencing so many changes. You tend to be uncomfortable, and sometimes we women we tend to nag because as we are feeling uncomfortable, who's the person that we're nagging to? Our partner. So sometimes emotional stress, physical stress tends to be there. That's in the negative side of you. And also, you guys can start having quarrels based on parenting styles. Maybe he might have an idea of how he wants, like he or how he thinks that if you train the child, it will be best for the child. And you have your own parenting skills that if you train the child, it will be best like this. So sometimes both of you tend to clash because of parenting ideas. And lastly, when you want to do the do, when it was both of you, you guys don't schedule or plan intimacy. But because you have a baby, You now plan, you now plan intimacy. You can't even sleep when you want to sleep. You sleep when the baby is sleeping. So now things are changing. It's not like the dynamic is changing. It's not like when it was just only both of you. So I feel like pregnancy kind of affects relationship because I didn't think about it because I wish I knew about it. But that's why most times you need to have a good communication and comprehensive skill when it comes to relationship. You both of you need to communicate and understand each other more so that when you have disagreement like that, you tend to understand where each other is coming from and come to a fine resolution. You get what I mean? Another thing I wish I knew is, you see, rest. I wish I knew that I needed to rest because you know that when see my kind of person, I like to be spontaneous. I like to do something. I don't also like to stay in a particular place. And when I gave birth, my mom was telling me to rest, but because of the way I am, I'll always want to do something. I always want to be with my daughter. I always want to. Short now, my daughter will be sleeping. I'll be staring at her. I just want to do something. Like I will not sleep because I know that when I want to sleep, I will sleep. My mom is there to take care of my baby, you know. But when my mommy left, the dynamics changed. I was not sleeping well, and it affected me. It also affected my breast milk because everybody's body is different. For me, whenever I'm stressed out, my breast milk tends to cease. So I need to stay away from stress. But that wasn't possible because I had no help. The only help I had was my mom and my husband. But my mommy left, and my husband needs to work, and he helps a lot. But it's still a lot on me because he needs to work and he needs to sleep. So both of you now start sharing chores. Nonetheless, it was still a lot on me. The stress was too much. And sometimes my friends also offer to help me. But me, the kind of person I am, I also say I'm fine, I'm good, I can do this, I can do that, I got this. But I got nothing. Before you know, I started falling ill. Like I started falling ill sometimes every 2 weeks. I'll be falling ill. So at a point, started accepting help. If my friend will come to my house, stay a week, and she'll help me. My sisters, the ones that are around, will come and help me, and they go. But even though the work is a lot for just for a mom that has no help. Another thing I wish I knew was I wish I knew that getting pregnant getting pregnant we have you go to the hospital uncountable times. You go for your what's it called, your visit, hospital visit, and not just going for your hospital visit. You do a lot of tests, you sign a lot of paperwork, you go for appointments, you do this, you do that. Like, it was tiring. Anytime I get a text about our what's it called, maternity class, I get angry because I'm tired. I just want to sleep, but I have no choice than to go to the maternity class. And another thing that I used to do then was any discomfort I have, I rush out to the hospital. Please check my baby is breathing. Please check the baby is kicking. If my baby did not doesn't if the baby doesn't kick for like a day, I'm panicking already. I'm telling my husband, let's go to the hospital. Let's go and check. He didn't kick today. She didn't kick today. This happened. This happened. I did not feel the way I used to feel before. But all these things are normal in pregnancy, but as a first time mom, it's not normal to me. So I wouldn't want anything to happen to my child because of nonchalant attitude. So I will always panic and always want to make sure that the baby is fine, which I didn't know. I wish I knew it, but I did not know. But I had to do those things. And last on my list is the importance of building a support system. Like I said, mommy was here to help. My husband always here to help. My friends, shout out to Janice and Danny. They are always here to help me. And my sisters, they are always here to help. So I kind of understood the importance of having a support system after I gave birth. I wish I knew. I thought it was something that I could do by myself, like give birth and take care of the child by yourself. Like, now I understand why they say it takes a village to train a child. It actually takes a village to train a child because only you cannot do it. Even you and your partner cannot do it. Even if technically you can, but it will take a toll on both of you, physically, mentally. So yeah, that's it for this topic, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and share to your friends and loved ones. Until my next video, guys.